Assalamu alaikum to all of my students. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to discuss simultaneous change in demand and supply. Simultaneous simultaneous change in change in demand and supply. Simultaneous change in demand and supply. There are two cases. First one, simultaneous increase in demand and supply. Simultaneous increase in demand and supply. First one case, increase in demand. I will show in first case. In first case, this is y, this is 0, this is x. Here we are writing price. Here is quantity. Now, as I had already discussed, this is equilibrium. This is demand dd. This is not demand, this is supply. As supply has positive slope ss. Supply has positive slope ss. Now, demand. Demand has negative slope. This is demand curve. Demand curve. Now, in first case, I write increase in demand. Means demand increases like this. Rightward shift of demand curve dd. dd dash. Now I will change supply. Supply. Yes, supply. SS. Supply curve SS dash. What this shows, if you know, this is equilibrium point E, equilibrium point. When demand curve and demand increases to this E1, E dash हम कह सकते हैं, second equilibrium point. What will happen when demand curve increases? Demand curve shifts to rightwards. Definitely supply. Similarly, supply also changes. Here is the first equilibrium. Here is second equilibrium. I am not sure, but it happens. Second equilibrium. As here is demand and supply are meet at this point, quantity demand and supply meeting this point. The simultaneous equilibrium points comes in existence. Now, what we have to read? We have to read when demand changes more than change in quantity supply. Simple as quantity demand is increasing, quantity demand is changing more than change in quantity supply. Change in quantity supply is less from this to this, but quantity demand is more than quantity supply. Due to this pressure, due to pressure of demand, definitely this will lead to rise in price. Rise in price, as price will rise. If this is initial price, yes, this was initial price P, E at equilibrium point E. Now price increased to P1. This price increase only due to pressure of demand. As demand is more than change in quantity supply. Change in quantity supply is less in area. If you observe this. But change in quantity is more. Meaning due to this change in quantity demand, this leads to rise in price. Generally we see in market when demand increase, definitely price sometimes not, sometimes price increases. Due to pressure of demand, price increases. But here supply is less. In second case, I will show. In second case, B. In second case, I will show. This is Y. This is 0. This is X. Here is price. Here is quantity supply. Quantity. Quantity simply. Here is quantity. You know this equilibrium. This is yes. This is demand curve. Demand curve has a negative slope. This is supply curve. Supply curve has a positive slope. Yes, yes. Now, this is initial price. This equilibrium point initial E1. This initial quantity Q. Q. Now, we are reading simultaneous change. For example, when supply changes. S dash. Similarly, demand also changes. Yes. D. D. This shows us this shows us Q1 E1. This shows us change in quantity is equal to change in quantity supply. Yes, change in quantity demand equal to quantity supply. Means there is equal change. As change P to P1, price increases above quantity of Q to Q1, but the area between quantity demand and quantity supply that's equal. Exact change in shift of demand curve from D to D dash is equal to shift of quantity supply S to S dash. I will write S to S dash. Exact change in quantity demand equal change in price increases, but this change is equal means both sides, both demand side and supply side, they are changing in exact, yes, equal. Now in third C case, I will show this is Y, this is 0, this is X. Here we are writing price, here is quantity, QTY, quantity. Now you know this is, yes, this is supply, SS, SS curve. This is demand curve DD, demand curve. But initial, this is P, this initial Q, this is E, equilibrium point, this point, this is P. Now, SS, S dash, S dash, right, will shift off supply curve. Now, change of demand for DD dash. But this shows us when we, yes, match E to P1. And this shows us Q to Q1. Here is Q, is Q1. As this shows us when demand, yes, when demand curve shifts rightwards, supply curve shifts rightwards, but here E to E1. But what happens? Due to pressure of supply as S to S dash, demand change is less as compared to change in quantity supply. Quantity supply is more than quantity supply. Change in quantity supply is more than change in quantity demand. What happens? Due to the pressure of supply, price falls. In first case, due to the pressure of demand, price rises. But here, due to the pressure of supply curve, due to pressure of supply, quantity, due to pressure of supply, price falls. Quantity equilibrium quantity change from Q to Q1. Price change from P to P1. And when the price falls, but it falls due to pressure of supply. I will write in first case 2 points pass. That's enough. 2 points at least. First, in first, due to change in quantity demanded and quantity supply. Change in quantity demand is more than change in quantity supply. Second, due to pressure of quantity demanded, price rises. Price rises. Yes. Equilibrium changes. Equilibrium changes from E1. Yes. E to E1, for example. E1. Here we can write in second. Change in quantity demanded is equal to change in quantity supply. Third, in third case, yes, change in quantity supply is greater than change in quantity demanded. Means due to pressure of quantity supply, price falls. Price falls. Equilibrium changes from E to E1. E to E1. These were the three cases where I show how simultaneous change takes place. There are other three cases where fall in demand. Here is increase in demand. Where fall in demand or decrease in supply will take place. That I will show in next lecture. If you have any doubt related to these concepts, you can message me or comment. I will try to explain it brief. If you have any doubt, as they are a little bit complex, but if you focus, yes, drawing graphs too much time, then it becomes easy. Now you can easily understand. Only from the market equilibrium, these are when you understand market equilibrium fully, then it is easy to understand. I will conclude this lecture here with new lecture. I will be coming soon. Hope for the best. Take care. Thanks. Have a nice day.